I learned about diplomacy, so like I feel like it's really important to like be able to like to trade and give resources, because a lot of the times we would like run out of resources, so it's always nice to like be able to give someone something so we don't have food waste left over.
I didn't really know like the topics, like petroleum, natural gas, and like how we could divest also to like in renewable energy to also like reduce the impact in our planet.
I'm more of a visual learner, and usually like in board games, like for cards, didn't really have any visual aspects. So for the cooldowns or the disasters and there's an image, that really helps me, because although I'm an APE student and I'm familiar with this vocabulary, sometimes it's hard to like put what actually is going on with the vocabulary word. So seeing the image of what's actually happening with the word has been very helpful to me in expanding my vocabulary and my knowledge of climate change and the solutions and problems with it. And I think even for students that aren't an APE student or environmental justice, they could easily catch on and figure out what's what. Like, oh, composting is when you put the food scraps into a large bin of dirt. Like, it's very, the image makes it very self-explanatory, and I think that's really helpful in the game.
The game has a lot of vocabulary, like a lot of vocabulary, so I think not knowing what that is, it gives me like motivation to like search it up or like understand more what it is. And with Mr. Thomas right now, he made vocabulary to understand what the word is. So I think that's very helpful, and I think it really motivates someone to learn more about it.
We don't think about it like the food, like that's obviously like we're throwing away food, but we don't realize how big of an impact it has, like I said. And also like the amount of energy that we use. For example, like you don't think that coal has that much of an impact in the world until like right now in the board, like we were playing and I got the coal card and it instantly went 3 up in the global meter. So it's kind of crazy. Like you don't realize those things until you actually start playing the game.
How we affect the world and how it affects us back, and how we can save the world from like being destroyed from all the things around us.
Like the little things really impact us globally, and that it's not just like one thing that's going to affect a certain country. It's going to in the end, everything's going to affect us globally, and we're all going to be impacted by it. And what specific things like help are our solutions to those